Thank you for joining me. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. Thank you for taking the time to subscribe and share this channel across Europe with your friends and family. This is the setup. Strong to severe storms are a potential for some of us for the next couple of days. Now, this is what's going on. A big spin sitting out here, a lot of heat energy to the south. That's going to draw in a lot of storms for some of us, especially southern sections, but some of these could even squeak into Ireland, watching over toward the United Kingdom, in particular for tomorrow, but even later today. We're going to see some storms in some spots. So let me start with that here. This is really our storm threat index, where you see some of the brighter colors popping up, some of the deeper reds, if you will, but some of the oranges as well. That's where we could get some severe storms. Just to give you a handle on this, this is really that thunderstorm index. So southern France, right through especially central sections of Spain, and even a couple pop-up storms in Portugal. That's going to be a potential. Watching out for some thunderstorms today. Elsewhere, extreme northern sections of Italy. Yes, we may get one or two. This just gives us a feel. That's why I like to use this map. But a little bit, maybe one or two near Rome, but a little bit more so to the north. Northern Italy, swinging back toward near Switzerland and parts of Austria. We could get some storms. Look what happens tomorrow. The energy that we're going to see from this big spin lifting up to the north is going to provide a little shift in some of the storms. So especially parts of France as we get toward Paris and then off toward the east. As we swing back toward Milan, we'll see that chance of some of those thunderstorms. Watching that over toward Lucerne, over toward Zurich, that chance of some thunderstorms building. Some of these could be strong to severe. Yes, a couple in Spain, again, possible, but watching a little bit more so. You see how they shift off to the east. Some of these could be quite aggressive. Now, as we work our way into tomorrow, back into parts of Ireland, we may get a rumble of thunder. Not really expecting anything severe, not seeing much in the way of any of these reds that we have down here. But as we go through the day tomorrow, even in the morning, can't rule out a chance of a passing thunderstorm, little bit of lightning, and a few brief downpours will be possible, mainly north of London, watching over toward Birmingham, for example, for that chance of a couple storms. Could get a couple lightning strikes as we get back toward Wales, and then we'll be watching some of this rain lifting as we get up toward Scotland. I'll break all of that down. So where those storms are setting up, this will mainly be late afternoon hours into early tonight, and then again, we do that tomorrow. Same thing. Tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night on the early side, that chance of storms. Gusty winds, watching out for some lightning. Some of the downpours could lead to some quick runoff. We'll monitor some flooding. We've had that in spots over the last few weeks with some of these thunderstorms, some small hail, and can't rule out an isolated chance of a tornado, especially by the time we get into tomorrow. There could be a funnel cloud or two, a little bit of spinning action out there. I'll be monitoring that. So I mentioned the heat energy. Well, we have the heat as a whole. Some of the numbers have been really jumping in spots, 35, 36, 37 degrees as we work our way into parts of south central sections of France and into our western tier. So a lot of heat. That allows a lot of lift, of course, cooler to the north, but we are going to see a little of this energy lifting up to the north. So let me take you around here as we go hourly. So this is by mid-afternoon. We'll be watching that big spin up here. The spin itself, the storm system, is weakening, but as it lifts to the north, it just gives us that flow coming in out of the south. So as we work our way into tonight, we'll see that rain chance increasing throughout parts of Ireland, Northern Ireland, and then this is tomorrow at times. You can see in here some of the brighter colors popping. Manchester, we could get a couple thunderstorms, seeing some of that rain lifting right up toward Glasgow, and we'll see that rain lifting up to the north even more so as we go throughout tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Then on Friday, some spotty showers possible. The spin, while it's weakening, will still be to the north. So even as we work our way into Saturday, you see some of the showers that will be possible. Watching over toward Ireland, it'll be active. Parts of Scotland, some scattered showers as we work our way into our Saturday forecast. Now, this is later today again. Watching out for some of the storms. I mentioned in the afternoon hours and then through early tonight. Some of those storms will be popping right there. And then watching even into southern sections of France for those thunderstorms. Isolated severe storms, some gusty winds. Watching out for some of the lightning. Then as we pull forward, this model is not getting a good handle on the storm threat, but we are going to see those storms popping up a little bit more so as we work our way into tomorrow. And then again on Friday, you see some of those spotty storms that will be developing in some locations. Not as widespread, but where we get them late this week, some of those could be strong. And then as we work our way into our Saturday forecast, again, a couple hit or miss showers and storms will be around in spots. And we'll keep an eye on the severity. Now, back to today as we lift up to the north, there's that leading system. So that spin back here, here's Iceland, but you see over toward Estonia, back toward Latvia, lifting up toward Helsinki. We'll be watching out for that rain on the move. There's that spin lifting up to the north. And then you can see as we work our way forward into our Friday afternoon, watching out for some of the rain and thunderstorms building back toward parts of Russia, even back through Belarus and Ukraine, monitoring some of that rain. But there's more of that rain. Copenhagen, we can see a little bit of that trying to sneak in as we work our way into our Saturday forecast. So the seas are going to be building higher offshore. This area is weakening though. So as we just go out in time here, here's the scale meter sitting right about here. You can see as we work our way into Friday into Saturday, elevated seas, but they start to subside some as we work our way into the upcoming weekend forecast. So let's get a look at the rain totals. Now, this area here in this pink shading here, see as you get over toward Dublin, that could be around 50 millimeters of rain, but this is dependent on if we get a couple thunderstorms around. So this shading may be a little bit over here, could be a little bit back here. It's kind of a wait and see, but point being, some spots right in through here as we work our way back toward England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, we could have a few spots of 50 millimeters of rain. Can't be ruled out for a 3-day total. That won't be widespread, but there'll be a few around. And then you see here some of that rain that's working in today, especially southern sections of Finland, watching out for a few spots that will be over 25 millimeters of rain, and watching out for some of that rain on the move as well, Norway and Sweden. This here, once again, will be some thunderstorms. Thunderstorm dependent through here over the next couple of days. If we get a thunderstorm, a quick 25 to 50 millimeters of rain will be possible, providing for some of that quick runoff. And then you see some of the scattered storms as well from Ukraine, Belarus, which would be on the east side, and then swinging back toward Russia. So the rain chance, you see it kind of spotty, but picking up. Isolated thunderstorm can't be ruled out as we swing into tomorrow, and a 50% chance of scattered showers on Friday. And you see as we work our way into tomorrow, a 60% chance of rain as we get north of London. As we swing back toward Birmingham, 70% chance on Friday. Rain chance starts to work in tomorrow, Friday, scattered about. It's those rounds of it. We'll be seeing that across Scotland. And then you see here as we work our way toward Dublin. Later today, we'll start to see some rain moving in, a little bit more so tonight. So this would be early, then the rain chance increases, and then we'll see then 80% chance tomorrow and a 60% chance on Friday. Pop-up shower possible. Few and far between around Rome. May get one or two popping up near Florence. Milan, though, about a 10 to 20% chance. And if we get a storm, those could be on the strong side. Berlin, the next few days, are looking at a 20% chance and about a 10% chance around Munich. Really in between some of these storm systems. Paris, though, starting really tomorrow into Friday and especially off toward the east, better chance of getting some of those storms. And tomorrow and even on Friday, some of those could be severe as we work our way toward Oslo. Rain chance staying at about a 10%. Could see a passing shower to Stockholm, though, a 70% chance as we go throughout what's left of today. Even a couple showers into tonight, but then that rain chance drops off to 20% by tomorrow. We've been already watching that rain on the move near parts of Finland, so we'll see that elevated chance of rain over the next 2 days. Rain chance stays rather limited in Brussels with one system to the east, another one off to the west. Same thing as we work our way back through Amsterdam, and the same thing in Copenhagen, but we may see a couple showers catching us. We'll see a couple trying to squeak in as we work our way into Friday night. As we work our way around Greece, monitoring any earthquake activity, no doubt. We've had a little bit of shaking over the last couple of days or so. Rain chance stays low. Belgrade just a 5% chance. 50% chance of these thunderstorms, though, around Madrid. Monitoring those thunderstorms around. Barcelona could get a couple around tomorrow. And again, on Friday, could be quite strong if we get some in isolated thunderstorms, as I mentioned earlier, right around Portugal. And watching this spin around, keeping that rain chance and snow chance on the higher side the next couple of days around Iceland as that area slowly tries to work away. Iceland isolated shower passing by or thunderstorm later today and early tonight in parts of Austria. We get over toward Prague. Rain chance running at about 10%. That's it. 10% chance as we swing back through Budapest, and about a 50% chance for what's left of today through tonight as we get into parts of Poland. 40% chance in the next couple days, but some of these storms could be quite strong on Friday. In Kyiv, we're up to a 70% chance, just a 10% chance of a pop-up storm in Istanbul. And then you see that rain chance and storm chance increasing, even an isolated tornado risk by the time we get into later tomorrow and Friday as we swing back near parts of Russia. So that large spin on the move near Iceland, that'll give us that thunderstorm threat for some of us. Severe storms will be possible, and no doubt cooler to the north, hotter to the south. All of that does make sense. And we are in hurricane season in the tropical Atlantic and in the Atlantic basin as a whole. Things are gradually getting more active. I'll be covering that for you right here as well on this channel. Thank you for being part of this weather community. Have a good rest of your day.